Stop scrolling. This message is for you. You've been walking through pain, disappointment, heartbreak, and you've been asking quietly, God, why me? Maybe you've cried in your room when no one was watching. Maybe you've smiled on the outside while breaking on the inside. But hear this, your pain is not wasted. God hasn't abandoned you. He's preparing you. Because pain doesn't mean punishment, it often means purpose. Life hits hard sometimes. You pray, you believe, you do everything right. And still, you suffer. People betray you. Doors close, dreams die. Even Jesus, the Son of God, felt pain. He was misunderstood, rejected, beaten, and crucified. If the Savior himself wasn't spared from pain, then maybe pain isn't the end of faith. It's where faith begins. Because faith is not proven in blessings. Faith is proven in brokenness. Romans 5:3-4 says, "We glory in our sufferings because suffering produces perseverance. Perseverance, character. And character, hope." So maybe the storm you're facing is shaping something sacred inside you.
Every great person in the Bible had to go through seasons of pain before their purpose was revealed. Joseph was betrayed and thrown into prison before he became a king's right hand. Moses spent 40 years in the desert before leading Israel out of Egypt. David was anointed to be king, then hunted by Saul for years before sitting on the throne. Pain was not the end of their story, it was the preparation. God never wastes pain. He uses it to strengthen you, stretch you, and set you apart. What feels like delay is often divine preparation. When you feel forgotten, that's when God is forming your foundation. Isaiah 43 verse 2 says, "When you pass through the waters, I will be with you, and through the rivers, they shall not overwhelm you." You are not drowning. You are being developed. There will be moments when you'll pray and hear nothing, when you'll cry and feel like heaven is quiet. But silence doesn't mean absence. God's silence is often the sound of Him working behind the scenes. Think about Jesus on the cross. For hours, the heavens were silent. But that silence wasn't rejection. It was redemption in progress. Sometimes God hides so He can heal. He pauses so He can prepare what's coming next. Isaiah 55 verses 8-9 reminds us, "My thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways." So even when you don't understand the why, you can still trust the who. Because He's the God who never stops writing your story, even in the dark chapters, turning pain into power. Every scar you carry tells a story, not of defeat, but of deliverance. The pain you endured wasn't meant to destroy you. It was meant to reveal your strength. When you lost that person, that job, that opportunity, God was removing what couldn't go where He's taking you. You thought it was rejection, but it was actually redirection. Romans 8 verse 28 says, "And we know that all things work together for good to those who love God." That all things includes the heartbreak, the disappointment, the waiting, and the tears. You might not see it now, but one day you'll look back and say, it had to happen, because without the pain, you wouldn't have found your purpose. Red Heart Part 5, the promise of purpose. You may be broken right now, but broken crayons still color. God's not done painting your life with beauty. Jeremiah 29 verse 11 says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope in the future." Your pain is not permanent. It's producing something powerful. God is turning your wounds into wisdom, your tears into testimony, and your fear into faith. Folded hands in final message, 21 to 2200 hours. So hold on a little longer. The storm will